Yeah, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you the next matchup of the DLC character tournament. This is different from the Fighter Pass tournament. Two different ones going on, in case you're confused about that. So, this one is a lot farther along. There's only a handful of matches left in the tournament before we crown the ultimate winner. So, yeah, pretty simple. Rules are you vote down in the comment. Vote for one of the two characters in today's matchup, and you can tell by the two characters they're in the title of the video. The way to vote, down in the comments, simply type the name of one of those two characters. And if there's a tie in the voting, I'll flip a coin, break the tie. Pretty easy to do. And yeah, that's pretty simple. Those are the rules. So we got to go over the results from last week's matchup, which was Bandana Dee taking on Rayman. Reading the comments, tallying up the votes. First of all, tallying up the votes. This one was a really close one. This was a close one. I thought one character was kind of going to pull away, but the other one kind of came back and really made it close towards the end. But yeah, you know, this was almost split, like almost 50-50 down the middle, honestly. This was like, I like when votes are close, especially this late into the tournament. I mean, like, just the one we had on Monday, Crash against Sora, when we had that result, 52-48. That was only 4 votes. So, let me stop wasting time, and I'll show you the results. Come on, Arrow. There we go. All right, Bandana Dee, you could tell, already in the title of the video. So, Bandana Dee ended up beating Rayman, but only by 3 votes, 50-47. So, Rayman put up a fight. Like the first, you know, decent chunk of the votes were for Bandana Dee, but then a good chunk were for Rayman, and for second, when I'm tallying them up, I'm like, Rayman might get the upset here. This might happen, but Bandana Dee ended up coming back and won by 3. So congrats to Bandana Dee. Sadly, Rayman is eliminated from the tournament, so that means we are down to our final 6. There we go, 6 characters in the tournament: Geno, Bandana Dee, Banjo-Kazooie, Crash Bandicoot. Of course, we got Tails waiting in the winner, or in the championship for the loser bracket, and then we have Shantae waiting up here in the championship for the overall championship. And those are our final 6 characters. We had Banjo and Crash on Monday, so today we get Geno and Bandana Dee, and I'm pretty sure, I think in one of my older tournaments, I think this was a matchup. Could have been. But I mean, let's just say this: both characters, they're popular amongst Smash community. They both have movesets easy to, you know, like, to envision. They're both characters that are well talked about within the community of Smash Bros. Tons of people want both the characters, and yeah. So with that out of the way, let me go over why Bandana Dee should be in the roster. Again, just because both these characters are spirits, that don't matter. This tournament is for fun. Still vote for who you'd rather see as a DLC character. But Bandana Dee, why does Bandana Dee deserve a spot in Smash Ultimate? First of all, comes from one of Nintendo's bigger IPs, bigger franchises, the Kirby series. Now, Kirby series currently only has 3 playable reps inside of Smash Ultimate. Now, for one of Nintendo's bigger franchises that continues to pump out games, whether it is on the home console or whether it would be a handheld console, or handheld system, whatever you want to call it, whatever it might be, it continues to pump out games, and they continue to sell well, which means more games keep coming out. And Bandana Dee is kind of viewed as like that 4th kind of, you know, main character for the Kirby series. A lot of people, when you bring up the Kirby series, the chances are some people are going to be like, all right, Kirby, King Dedede, Meta Knight, Bandana Dee. Those are the ones they're going to name. You know, some of them maybe the bit more hardcore fans that know the series a bit more. You know, they might get into, they'll name like Magalore or Rick or Gooey or Marks. You know, they'll get a little bit more in depth. But chances are, you know who Bandana Dee is. And again, from a Nintendo franchise, first of all, it's super easy to implement into DLC. You don't got to go through all the hoops to, you know, get the rights for a third-party character, especially when, well, you just own the character, Nintendo that is. So they own them. It'd be pretty easy just to put Bandana Dee in the game. Be the first spear wielder. You know, everyone has talked about that, said that. If you bring up Bandana Dee, you're going to bring up the spear and how Bandana Dee would have the unique moveset of the spear wielder. So, yeah. Again, I already said movesets are easy for both these characters, but Bandana Dee just comes from a big franchise from Nintendo, and Bandana Dee as a character is well known. Some people used to use the phrase, well, Bandana Dee's a side character. You can't have side characters. You can't have the Goombas with the hats. You can't have them as playable characters. Well, now the new one is, you know, to refute the that statement is we're getting Piranha Plant as DLC sometime in February. So Piranha Plant's just like a side little character, like some random little enemy. Well, playable now, so pretty much anything is possible. Anything is possible. So Bandana Dee absolutely comes from a big franchise, very big amongst Smash community, so it would fit, the character would fit perfectly in Smash Bros. Got the moveset and all that stuff ready to go. People know who it is. People would buy it. Let's face it. People would buy Bandana Dee if this character were indeed DLC in Smash Ultimate. But same can be said for the Dee's opponent, Geno. Now, Geno, again, like I already said, very popular, talked about a lot, has a big fan base. Moveset is kind of easy to envision. Plus, Slackerz wanted this character, as well as a fan base, for quite a number of games now. And it always comes down to, will Square let Geno finally be in? And the one thing I keep having to bring up, because it's, well, a legit point, is business-wise, it doesn't make sense for Square. Again, Square is rumored to be getting a DLC character in the Fighter Pass at some point. We don't know when. Supposedly, it's going to be the first one. Well, that didn't work out because we got Joker. But, yeah, Square could be getting a DLC rep. Maybe Nintendo was able to negotiate the agreement, or not the agreement, but negotiate the rights and terms to actually finally get Geno to be in Smash. Because if they're listening to the fan base in Smash, Nintendo would then know that the fan base wants Geno. We've been talking about him forever. We've been talking about him since, like, what, pre-Brawl? Sakurai wanted him since about then. Sakurai kind of envisioned his moveset to be a little bit like the Mii Gunner, if you want to kind of get that picture in your head how he could potentially work. But yeah, I think Geno absolutely would sell, and that's what DLC is all about. You want it to sell, you want it to make you money, and especially third party. If Nintendo's going to go out of their way to kind of go and get these, like, agreements for these third party characters, they want it to benefit them, obviously the player base too, but they want them to benefit Nintendo and whatever third party company they're working with. That way Nintendo can make the money. That way the third party company can make money. That way they could both be happy. And then, of course, if they're both making money, the fan base, well, they're buying it, so the fans are happy too. And this is a character, like I keep stating, wanted for an extremely long time. But going back to what I was kind of saying a bit earlier, business-wise, it doesn't make sense for Square to put Geno in Smash at this point for DLC. They don't have plans to make Geno into this fully fledged out new character from a new franchise. They don't plan to market him at all. So it's just kind of like this random character that Square's just sitting on the rights to. They're just like, all right, we have this character over here, bottled away, whatever. And here comes Nintendo saying, hey, we want to put, how about Square? We'd like to give you one of the reps in DLC for Smash Ultimate. And, Nintendo goes, how about Geno? And Square's like, Geno? Who is that? They might not know who they're sitting on. But, Square's going to have their own list of ideas of characters. They're going to be much, much higher than Geno. They're going to want to put those characters into Smash, such as a Sora or maybe somebody from Dragon Quest, obviously, to promote future games that are coming out and just, give those, you can use Smash Bros. As advertisement in a sense for that. So, Geno fan base wants it, but I don't think Square wants it, honestly. So I don't think Geno, maybe next game he gets in, but for this one, we got to vote for the character that we want. And for me, This is tough. I really like both these characters. You can vote for both. I'm kind of deciding, do I vote for both? I think I'm voting for both, honestly. I really want both these characters. I do. If I thought either of these characters had a chance to get in, I don't know who I think. Maybe, probably Bandana Dee. I'd expect to have the better chance for DLC, but a different topic, because I'm on the side of the fence where I think anybody that's a spirit, I believe they are deconfirmed and they will not be. They don't have a chance. If you're a spirit, you don't have a chance to be DLC character. So that's how I'm looking at that. But for this tournament, since it's just all for fun, I'm voting for both because I would really, really love to see both these characters as just playable characters in Smash Bros. Pretty simple, plain and simple. Done with that. So that is my vote for both. So yeah, that leaves the only question is who are you going to vote for? Either Geno or Bandana Dee. And down in the comments, simply type one or the other, or both. You can vote like me if you want to. But I guess that is going to be it for this one. So next time we have results will be, next Monday? So we'll get the results of Crash Bandicoot and Banjo-Kazooie. And then next Wednesday we'll get the results of, this matchup. And then next Wednesday we can have, the winner of these two facing each other. So that's what we got for this. This tournament is almost done. There's only, including this matchup, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 up top with the winner's bracket. So there's only 4 more matches. Yeah, this one's almost done. Oh, another tournament almost done. That's crazy. But yeah, I guess that is going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as usual. I look forward to your voting as always, and hopefully we catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.